The topic we'll be exploring is a profound quote that has echoed through centuries, first uttered by none other than Aristotle, one of ancient Greece's most revered philosophers. He said, "Love consists of one soul inhabiting two bodies," a simple string of words that carries within it a universe of meaning. Now you might wonder, what does it mean for one soul to inhabit two bodies? Does it imply some mystical process or spiritual transmigration? Or perhaps it suggests an intense emotional connection so deep that two individuals feel as if they share one single existence. To truly appreciate and understand this quote, we must first unshroud the concept of love from its many layers of complexity and nuance. Love is not just an emotion. It's not merely about romance or affection. Love is an experience. It's a state of being that transcends our individual selves and connects us with others in profound ways. In our discourse today, we will peel back these layers together, explore love in its many forms and facets, dissect what makes love such a powerful force that can make us feel as if one soul is inhabiting two bodies. We will dive deep into understanding how time shapes love, why communication fuels its growth, how appreciation and understanding fortify its foundation, and why trust serves as the bedrock upon which love stands firm. So sit back comfortably or lean forward eagerly, whichever suits your style, because this exploration promises to enlighten your mind while touching your heart. Now that we've set sail on this vast ocean of love, it's time to navigate towards our first landmark, Aristotle's quote itself. Love consists of one soul inhabiting two bodies. These words are a lighthouse, guiding us through the foggy realms of emotion and connection. You see, when Aristotle spoke these words, he wasn't speaking about physicality. He wasn't suggesting that two people merge into a single being in a literal sense. No, he was pointing towards something much more profound, an emotional and spiritual connection so deep that it feels as if two people share one existence. Imagine for a moment two individuals who are so in sync with each other that they seem to share thoughts before they're spoken aloud, who feel each other's pain and joy as if it were their own, who understand each other's silence just as well as their words. That is what Aristotle meant by one soul inhabiting two bodies. But how does such a bond form? How do two distinct individuals become so deeply connected that they feel like extensions of each other? Is there some secret recipe or magic potion? The truth is both simpler and more complex than we might think. It involves elements like time, communication, appreciation, understanding, and trust, elements which we will discuss in detail later on. But at its core lies the willingness to open up oneself completely to another person, to share not just moments, but dreams and fears, not just laughter, but tears too. Remember, dear friends, love isn't about losing yourself in someone else, but rather finding a part of yourself reflected back from them. It's about realizing your shared humanity while cherishing your individuality. Now that we've unpacked Aristotle's profound statement, it's time to set our compass towards the elements that constitute this unique experience of one soul inhabiting two bodies. Like an intricate tapestry, love is woven from many threads, each one vital and irreplaceable. Firstly, there is time, the silent architect of love. Love isn't a seed that blossoms overnight. It requires time to germinate and grow. It's not a sprint, but a marathon, one where you learn about your partner's quirks and qualities, their dreams and fears, their strengths and weaknesses over days, months, and years. Next comes communication, the lifeblood of love. It forms the bridge between two souls, a bridge upon which thoughts, feelings, and experiences can travel freely. It's through communication that you understand your partner's perspective. It's through communication that disagreements are resolved. It's through communication that bonds deepen. Then we have appreciation and understanding. These twin pillars hold up the structure of love. To appreciate is not just about expressing gratitude for grand gestures, but acknowledging everyday efforts as well, like making breakfast or offering comfort after a tough day. Understanding means accepting your partner for who they are, embracing their imperfections along with their virtues. Lastly, but certainly not least, is trust, the foundation upon which all else stands in love. Without trust, even strong connections can crumble under pressure or doubt. Trust allows vulnerability. Trust fosters intimacy. Trust strengthens commitment. These elements don't exist in isolation, but intertwine like roots beneath a tree, nourishing and supporting the growth above ground, while invisible beneath the surface. Remember, love isn't an event, but an ongoing process where these elements continually interact with each other, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in discordance, but always striving towards balance. Having navigated through the elements that constitute love, we now arrive at a crucial question. How do we apply this understanding in our pursuit of love? How do we journey towards experiencing one soul inhabiting two bodies? The path to such profound love isn't marked on any map. It's a trail you blaze together with your partner, step by step. It's not about finding the perfect person, but rather building a beautiful relationship with an imperfect person. Start by investing time. Be patient and persistent. Understand that meaningful connections don't form overnight. They are cultivated over days, months, and years of shared experiences and mutual growth. Ensure open lines of communication. Talk about your dreams and fears, your hopes and doubts. But remember that communication isn't just about speaking. It's equally about listening, lending an ear to understand rather than respond. Foster appreciation and understanding. Appreciate not just the grand gestures, but also everyday efforts. Understand not just their strengths, but also their weaknesses. Remember, in love, you embrace a person as a whole, not just parts of them. Finally, build trust. Be honest even when it's difficult. Be reliable even when it's inconvenient. Trust is like glass. Once broken, can be mended, but cracks may still remain visible. In this pursuit, remember, love isn't about losing yourself in someone else, but finding yourself in them. It's not about creating dependency, but fostering growth, both individual and mutual. As we draw the curtains on our exploration today, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. We embarked on this journey with Aristotle's profound quote as our compass. Love consists of one soul inhabiting two bodies. We delved into its depths, understanding that it speaks not of physicality, but a deep emotional and spiritual connection. A bond so strong that it feels like two people share one existence. We navigated through the elements that constitute this love: time, communication, appreciation and understanding, and trust. We learned that these elements don't exist in isolation, but intertwine like roots beneath a tree, invisible yet vital for growth. And finally, we charted out how to pursue this profound love. It's not about finding the perfect person, but rather building a beautiful relationship with an imperfect person. Through patience and persistence, open communication, appreciation and understanding, honesty and reliability. But remember, dear friends, love isn't just about one soul inhabiting two bodies. It's also about cherishing individuality while celebrating shared humanity. It's about nurturing personal growth while fostering mutual development. So as you sail forth from here today, carry these insights in your heart. Let them guide you towards experiencing love in its most profound form, where you don't lose yourself in someone else, but find yourself reflected back from them. Where you are not just lovers, but also best friends. Where your love is not just an emotion, but an experience, deep, enriching, and transformative.